Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of our franchise mode here with our New York Islanders here in NHL 19. So, we are in free agency. When we last left off, we are free agency day one. We made a big trade during the draft. We traded away, we flipped basically Roman Josi, I think future first round pick, a second round pick and a third rounder, I think, and we traded that away to move up in the draft. We moved from the ninth overall up to the second overall. We drafted the defenseman we wanted, but the other thing we wanted to trade away was Nugent Hopkins. He just has not played well for us the last two full seasons he's been with us. Not to the point that he should be at, which is in the 60-point range here. He's put up 37 and 38 points respectively the last two seasons, and as our second line center, he's making $5 million. That's just not good enough. He's got 3 years left on his deal. I just don't want to hold on to him any longer. I want to get rid of him, and he's got some good trade value. You know, he's only 30 years old, so I'm looking at this trade right now with Toronto. I know they're in the Eastern Conference, but this guy he's only a 2-bar medium elite, so who knows exactly. This trade might not go through because I don't have that potential fully scouted. So, I mean, I could be getting fleeced here. His trade value could be realistically lower, or it could be a lot higher, and they're going to tell me no. But I'm also looking to maybe just snag up another first-round pick in the deal. So making the Maple Leafs even better with Harry Nugent Hopkins there, maybe. But I'd like to see if I can get rid of this this Nugent Hopkins in a third, clear up that second line center spot, maybe sign a free agent center. I was looking at I'll just show you. I was looking at Arizona because they were willing to give up Alex Galchenyuk, 29 years old, but he's making $6.6 million for the next 2 years. 29 years old. He's coming off a 55-point year and a -13. He's usually in the 50 to 60 point range most of the time, but his trade value is kind of like midway, which is kind of, you know, the only thing. And, you know, if I'm going to sign, you know, a big name player, I'd rather it be a second line center than a defenseman, just because we have now two elite defenseman prospects in our pool. So I'd rather sign a longer term contract to a center iceman. So since that's the case, I'm going to go back to Toronto here. We're going to snag up that player that they were looking to get rid of, this Alcock defenseman, just another prospect for us. Who knows, maybe he could be something good. And another first round pick for next year. So let's see if this trade will go through with Toronto, and they do accept it. They think that it will contribute to their success, so it doesn't look like either team lost out on that deal. You know, they hit kind of a little bit more up against the cap there, but that leaves some cap space for us. So let's go ahead and sign ourselves a nice second line center. So we have 17 million in cap space. I mean, it would be cool to sign Jack Hughes. You know, you have Jack Hughes and you have Quinn Hughes on the New York Islanders, coming to the team by free agency and back to not back-to-back years. We signed Hughes 2 years ago, but I mean, he's demanding a 7-year, $12.7 million. I'm probably gonna have to go up to at least 13.5, if not 14, and that only leaves us $3 million in cap space. I mean, he would immediately become our highest paid player. I mean, Ethan Loynes, he's Him and Barzell are our two best players. Barzell's making 11 mil. Loins is making 12 mil. So, I mean, Jack Hughes, he would belong on the first line, but I could always play him on the wing, and that would be pretty filthy. We could have a John Tavares, Austin Matthews situation where you can kind of put them anywhere. You could put them together. You could split them up. So that is kind of intriguing to me. There's 3 other teams already interested. This is a tough decision. It would be pretty cool to have both brothers. But that leaves us with, if we go to up to 14 mil, that leaves us with 3 mil to sign a defenseman. I mean, I guess it can be done. Dare I? Dare I sign Jack Hughes? I don't even know if he would say yes to 14 mil. But maybe he would say yes. I don't know. I mean, we could always throw the offer at him and see what happens. Jack Hughes. Pittsburgh, who's in our division. Arizona and Dallas are looking at him. 7 years, which is fine. Better have him locked up. Just know after this season we're going to have to sign Quinn Hughes, or else we lose him to free agency. In which case I might have to trade Skinner away because he's making 7 mil. 12.7. I might be able to get him for 14 mil. I don't want to risk going any lower. I mean, generational talent, Jack Hughes. 14 mil. That's just so much money. Could we get him for cheaper? 13.5? I mean, it's only 500,000 less. Jack Hughes. 7 years. Might as well have the round number. Let's go to 14 mil for Jack Hughes. Offer contract. Let's go. Let's see if Jack Hughes accepts it. That would be absolutely crazy. The only other thing we really have to worry about is goaltending. I would need a starting goaltender. Do we spend the 3 mil on a goaltender? Pecorine at 40 years old, I doubt he's still starter status. I don't know if Jarvinen's going to be ready for starting time. Let's just see what Jack Hughes says. Let's just, I mean, he's the big piece here. Let's just see. We'll advance a few days. I did offer contracts to scouts, so those will probably pop up. Yep, there's one. So there's one guy. There's 2. There's 3. Dustin Byfuglien. We signed Dustin Byfuglien as our scout. He's going to be an NHL scout for us. So there's another. We had a bunch of guys leave, so I had to sign a bunch. Okay. There's a scout there. Another one there. Another scout. Alright, this is going to be the big moment. Did Jack Hughes sign with the Islanders and choose to play with his brother? Advance the day. Jack Hughes accepts the offer. He was extremely happy. Your cash offer was most generous. It was really quite easy to make up my mind about your offer and the chance to play with my brother. That is absolutely crazy. We have both Hughes brothers on the same team. Okay, so the question now becomes, alright, so we have just under $4 million. Do we sign a top 4 defenseman? It's 3 questions. Do we sign a top 4 defenseman? Or do we sign a starting goaltender for like 1 year? Or do we sign a backup goaltender and let Jarvinen be the guy? Is he ready? He's only 78 overall as of today. We'd be counting on that jump from him. That is the thing. That is the question. Let's see if there's any two-way contracts that are. Yeah. I doubt there's going to be a guy that's a backup. Oh, maybe we bring Scott back. Ian Scott. He wants a two-way contract. Let's do it. Let's bring him back for 1 year. He could always be the backup. All right, so if we're gonna go Jarvinen as our guy, we can sign a top 4 defenseman, but I don't want to sign someone super long term because we do have prospects coming up. John Moore, he is left-handed. He's 32 years old. He is 81 overall. I mean, he would be a safe bet. I mean, he'd play alongside. He would play alongside of Ryan Pulock. Grzelcyk, he's listed as a top 6. He's an offensive defenseman. Puts up quite a few points in the AHL. Would he be good in the top 4? I mean, he's only 70 overall. Cody Ceci, he's right-handed. David Savard is right-handed. I think Forbert is left-handed, but don't quite have him fully scouted, and I think John Moore would be the better bet. Let's offer him a 2-year, 2.8. John Moore. See if he accepts that. We're gonna ride and hope that Jarvinen gets a decent boost, enough to hopefully like 81 overall. That'd be nice. Anything more than that would just be a godsend. So let's see if John Moore accepts this deal. He can slot in as our top 4 defenseman for a year, maybe 2 at the most. St. Louis is coming at us. Ooh, interesting. With an offer. They want Jeff Skinner, and they want to give us Jake Allen and a 2nd round pick. This would be interesting if Jarvinen doesn't turn out to be a starting goaltender, but we'd be losing out on a left winger in Jeff Skinner. We'd save like $5 million because he's only making like 2.5. We'd be saving like $4.5 million. You know, with Jeff Skinner being 31 years old, I mean, he's coming off a 25-goal year. Like, this is his... I think he's played 3 seasons with us. I believe. I don't think this year he... Or actually, I think this was his first year with us. 58 points. He was a minus 14, but he had 29 goals. This is before Loins, I think, was on the team. Or the year he was a rookie, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. I think this might have been Skinner's first season with us. I mean, he's a consistent 20 to 30, somewhere in there, goal scorer on the left wing. I mean, if we traded Jeff Skinner away, we would be hurting. We would definitely be hurting at left wing. Look at the Hughes brothers right there, boys. That's nice. I mean, you'd be looking at Peyton Krebs. Is he ready? Is he ready for second line? Noonan is still he's a couple years away. And we'd have Bailey, Krebs. Oh, we have Del Call. On the right side we have Loins, Hosang, Senishin. Don't really have a fourth line right wing. We'd need to sign one. This actually isn't a bad idea because I can get the 7 mil off my books. This, and just in case Jarvin's not ready, it'd be good to have Allen as a starter and Jarvin as the backup for one more year. But this trade value is completely off. Although I don't have Allen fully scouted. That's probably why the value is so low. Maybe I can get something else in this deal. They were offering me a second round pick. Kelly Mowers, he was selected in the second round. He's 21 years old. I'm gonna try it first and see if I can get away with that. If not, I might try for 2 second round picks or something. Let's see if this will go through. I think it's because Allen is just not scouted enough. But this is a good safety insurance. Let's see. Way more than that. Yeah, I don't have Allen scouted properly. Let's see if I can get a second and a third. Sweeten the pot a bit. Okay, how about a fourth? Okay, so we just gain an additional fourth. So we trade Jeff Skinner away. So I need a right wing fourth liner. That is what I need. Maybe someone with two-way availability. Let's see. 34-year-old Jamie McGinn. But I'm not 100% sure that he's fourth line. Bob Kubel. I'm gonna try him. Two-way deal. Reed Boucher. Let's try Jamie again. One of those two guys could be a depth forward for us. Let's also look at a depth defenseman. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Allard, 25-year-old. What has he been up to? 41 points in the AHL. Let's snag him up. Okay. I feel good about that Skinner trade. I do. It was a good deal for us when we signed him as a free agent to that 7x7 deal, but it was a good move at this point. What do we have for cap now? We have like 8 mil in cap. Is there anyone else like worth grabbing? Ooh, maybe we can snag up Fiala. 26-year-old Fiala. What's a 4-year deal? Pacioretty. What's a 1-year deal? Kowski. Jan Kroc. Let's snag up Pacioretty. 1 year. 4 mil. Kind of replace Skinner. Alright, let's advance it. Alright, so John Moore accepted. Scott accepted. McGinn. Pacioretty. Okay, and we have our depth guys. Pacioretty's coming off a 15-point postseason with 9 goals in 19 games. Alright, let's send the next season. See what we're looking like. Josh Bailey and a 3rd for a 1st rounder. That's actually not a bad trade. And I just noticed that his potential now says top 9. Exact top 9. Nah, we'll keep Josh Bailey. It's part of our leadership core right now. We can let him... I know he's got some trade value, but we can let him go to free agency as a 34-year-old after this year. Okay, Weatherspoon accepted that qualifying offer. Okay. Bailey in a 3rd again for an Ottawa 1st. No, I think we're going to hold on to Bailey. Like I said, he's part of our leadership. This has been a really, really interesting offseason between the draft, what we did at the draft, the trade, and the players we selected, and the trades we've made in free agency, the guys we've signed in free agency. This is the team really turned a page here this year, I think. Okay, so Barzell is our captain. We know that. Bailey and Pulock have the A's. I have no issues with that at all. Okay. Good to go. Alright, let me just adjust the scouts. I want to make sure everyone is scouting where they're supposed to. I think this is the guy we just signed, but we're gonna change the region. No, not there. Europe. Extra Liga, that's what I wanted him to do, I think. Okay, and then 2 USA East guys. This guy can be... This guy can be USA Central. There we go. 2 AHL Centrals. I think this is the guy signed, so he can be AHL Pacific. Oh, there's already someone there. Atlantic. That's what we need. I think. North Central Pacific. Yeah, Atlantic. That's what I need. And the NHL scouts, I got 2 in the Metro. I think this is the guy signed. So we need someone in the Central. NHL Central. He's a B. Actually, I'm going to keep this guy in the Metro. I'm going to move this guy to the Central. That way they're all A's. NHL Central. Alright, that should be it. So scouts are where they are supposed to be. Let's just go ahead and simulate up to the New Jersey game. I mean, we can go ahead and look at the lines here, but everyone's going to be 3-bar that we already had on the team. Guys like Jack Hughes, Pacioretty, who are coming to the team from outside the organization, either by trade or by sign, are probably not going to be scouted very well at all. Goaltenders, Allen, Scott. Okay. So let's go to roster moves and let's get who we need up on the team. So Jack Hughes, I'd like to get him uncovered so I can see where we're going to play him. And I'd like to see, hopefully, his true overall. Pacioretty, same thing. I'd like to see where this guy is as well. When it comes to goaltenders, I know what Scott is. I'm going to go ahead and send him down. We need to know what Jarvinen is all about. That's what we definitely need to know. So I'm going to hopefully have him start the bulk of the games. Okay. In the system, is there anyone I want to take a look at? Grossman. He is someone I definitely want to take a look at, so get your ass up here. Let's see. No one else I need to know. What about anyone down here? Noonan's going to play in the AHL. I pretty much know that for a fact, so no need to bring him up. Same thing with these guys. So that should be it. So let's go to edit lines. For right now, I'm just going to do best lines. Okay. Scratched. Who do I want to uncover? Definitely Grossman in that Obgubel. Krebs we can get in there. Let's get Krebs in for... Right, let's put Patre in the first line with Hughes and Hosang. Bailey, Barzell, and Loins, Dalcall, Rossi, Sanetian. And let's get Peyton Krebs in there. Kind of hopefully uncover his overall a little bit so we kind of know what we're doing come the regular season. Quinn Hughes and Dobson. Alright, so we need to get Grossman. He's left-handed. John Moore. I mean, I pretty much know what John Moore is all about. I know he's 81 overall, at least. So we're going to play... let's do this. Hughes and Pulock, Dobson and Grossman. I just want to get him as much playing time as I can so I can see what he's all about. Jarvin and Allen. That right wing, Bob Kubel. So let's just switch and begin with Bob Kubel. Okay. All right. So the AHL best lines. And I'll fix that once the regular season starts. Okay. So let's see what we have. Let's go ahead and simulate our first preseason game. Maybe jump into some action at one of these preseason games. Just want to see what our team does. So Noason for New Jersey. Loins and Jack Hughes each get one on Henrik Lundqvist, so he signed with New Jersey. Yeah, I created Jack Hughes and Quinn Hughes, and 2 years ago I signed Quinn Hughes, and Jack Hughes was available in free agency, so I signed Jack Hughes as well. I brought the brothers together. I signed him to a 7-year, $14 million contract. It's time for this Islanders team to start doing some freaking damage. So New Jersey gets a couple of goals there, and Hischier scores again. That's fine. Only preseason. Not worried about it. I just want to see. Want to get these guys uncovered so I can kind of see what we're doing. All right. Let's go ahead and sim. I want to slow sim because I want to see who's scoring and who's doing what. Okay, so 1-1. So Javin's still playing. Ethan Loins gets one. Okay. Oh, we tie it up. Ethan Loins with another goal. It's his third in the preseason. He usually tears it up in preseason. And overtime, nothing. And shootout, we win. Barzell and Loins. Very nice. All right. Game number 3 in the preseason. Let's see. 2-0 Rangers. 5-1 Rangers. Rossi gets one. And Loins gets one, but we get destroyed 6-2. Again, it's preseason. Not at all worried. We have our young guys in there. Trying to scout them. Let's see if we have any uncoverage right now. Pacioretty's still at a 1 bar. So Jack Hughes is fully uncovered. He is a 91 overall. That is absolutely filthy. We know Barzell is at least 91 overall as well, coming off of last year. So, oof. I mean, the options are kind of endless right now. It's the same thing when I was playing with my Toronto Maple Leafs with John Tavares and Austin Matthews. You could put them on the same line if you wanted to. You could put, these two guys on separate lines. We could really kind of mix it up and match it up the way we want to. Interested to see what Josh Bailey is. That top 9 has me a little worried. Just not a lot of worry, just a little. His potential is exact elite, even though he's 27 years old. He went from a exact top 9 to an exact elite. I wonder if Dalcall grew. He had a good season last year. Anyone else uncovered? Fully not yet. All right, let's get Rossi some more playing time. He is a playmaker. Put Dalcall, Rossi, and Loins. Okay. Defensively, oh my god. I mean, it's only 2 bar, but the Grossman kid is 80 overall that I just drafted at 2nd overall. Looks like he might be on the team, boys. Okay, I'm sure Hughes has grown too. Goalies, Jarvinen still at a 3 bar. Want to get that uncovered. I want to see what he is. John Moore's 4 bar, even though he hasn't played. I knew he was 81 overall. That's what we saw. We had him fully uncovered in free agency. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's get some more uncovered players here. We have 3 more preseason games. First period. Quinn Hughes gets 1. And Wotherspoon, Kuznetsov for Washington. We get 2 more. Obku Bell, Peyton Krebs. Very nice. That franchise defenseman for Washington gets 1. And Hosang and Senishin gets an empty netter. Okay. Right. Let's keep going here. Oh, we still have 3 more. Thought we only had 3 more, but I guess we had 4 more games. All right. Up against Carolina. Wow. 8 goals in the first period. Dalcol. Loins gets 1. Wotherspoon on the defense. Barzell with 2. So it looks like Jake Allen is starting this game. 7-3. We get 2 more. Senishin gets 1. Dalcol gets his 2nd. Carolina gets 2. Gabriel Landeskog now with and Palat now with Carolina. But we hold on for a 7-5 win. So 2 games left in regular season. I mean, preseason rather. Like I said, I'm really just interested to see what these overalls are. All right, nothing. Scoreless first. 1-1. Marco Rossi gets 1 on Jonathan Bernier, so he signs with Philly. Looks like we're going to overtime. It looks like we're going to shootout. And we win another shootout game. Gosha Spear, Jack Hughes. Pacioretty scores 1. Marco Rossi. Okay. Alright, 4-2-0. Our last preseason game is upon us. Let's see what we've uncovered here. Hopefully something. Pacioretty's still only 2 bar. No one else. Still just Jack Hughes. Let's put Rossi on the first line. With Loins. Grossman, so earlier it was showing he was 80. Now it's saying he's 76. He might be top 6 defenseman. But I'd like to see where he fully is at. So Dobson's fully uncovered. He is still listed as the top 4. Let's switch it up here. Jarvinen still only 3 bar. I want Jarvinen starting. I really want to see that potential. Or that overall, rather. Alright, final preseason game here. I think we'll jump in the 3rd, maybe with like 10 minutes left. Just see what the team's all about. First period, nothing. Second period, 2-1 edge for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Olsen on the 4th line gets 1. So let's go until we got about 10 minutes left. We'll jump in. Leading in shots. Alright. Let's jump in here. We're 95 offense, 91 defense. let's finish off the preseason. In front of our home fans.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far, and more to come.
So exactly 10 minutes left.
Pittsburgh's got another face-off win. And angled to Hornquist. Stole that pass at the critical end of the ice. I know lots of people like high-scoring games while
Josh Bailey. Oh, gets wrecked. Barzal, the captain, throws it on net. Sanation was in front. Oh, big hit there. Sanation's got it. Tip on net. Murray makes the save. Witherspoon with a crushing hit there. Oh my god. Right in front of the mascot too. Marco Rossi looking to make the NHL club. Ah, missed the puck with Rossi. That's Grossman, number 2 overall draft pick. Trying to see if he is good enough to make the team. Pittsburgh keeps it in. Big save there by Jarvinen. I'm really hoping he can make the leap to starting goaltender this year, but if not, we have Allen just in case. That's why I'm glad they sent us that trade. Oh my god, I couldn't pass it. Here comes a goal. Grossman. Ah. Oh, nice pass. Right. Power play coming up. Sidney Crosby.
Are given a hooking minor. They moved the puck around beautifully on the power play, just nothing to show for it. Number 87. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty. 18 minutes, 11 seconds. He's got it, but has to get rid of it.
Sorry, tickle my throat. Both Hughes brothers out there on the power play. With Loins and Barzal. My god, what an all-star lineup this power play unit is. Ah.
Approaching the final minute in this game. 1 minute left in the third period.
Oh, to Hughes. Oh. Oh, they threw it out. 5-on-3. Second unit's out there now.
And it's a chance to do some damage. You're right.
Pittsburgh penalty number 40. 2 minutes for delay of game. Time of the penalty. 19 minutes, 11 seconds.
Right there. Patch ready to Hosang, baby. Tie game. Still have a big power play left because we scored before that 5-on-3 ended. So if we don't score here at the end, we have it in the overtime. Oh, nice tip there. Hosang. That first unit back out there.
Fortunate there, he makes the stop on that deflected shot. He's moving one way and has to go back to the other.
Jack Hughes. My God, if this ends up being like a power play unit, my God, that would be filthy. Oh, Barzell. I mean, if we really wanted to load it up, like just doing it best lines like we have it now, if you have a power play unit that consists of Ethan Loins, Jack Hughes, Matthew Barzell, and Quinn Hughes all in the same unit, deadly. Absolutely deadly. I would not want to face that power play if that was the opposing team. My goodness gracious. Alright, so we got Barzell, Hughes. For his brother Quinn, yeah, and Pulock. Barzell. Oh, Subban almost flipped it out. Pulock's got it. Barzell to Quinn Hughes. To his brother Jack. Back to Quinn. To Jack. Back over to Quinn. What a one-timer. Oh, I missed that puck with Pulock. Oh my God, Jack Hughes just sent it right to the crease. Ah, Subban got me. The Hughes brothers are going to be playing together a lot. That is for sure. Oh my God, Crosby. Oh my God, what are you doing? Oh, Jack Hughes just sent it right across the crease on the goal line. All right, 3-on-3 now. Come on, Barzell. Couldn't get through. Dobson. Oh my God, I can't control it. We got Barzell and Hosang. Ah! Can't control it. Barzell's tired. He's been out here the entire overtime. Alright, here we go. So Hosang is out there again. He's with Jack Hughes. And Dobson is still out there. 2 minutes left. Ah, Muzzin cuts me off. Alright. There we go. Jack Hughes. Ah, lost it. Pittsburgh with these sticks. I got a piece of that. Oh, Quinn comes to save the day. Can't break free. Oh, what a hit. Oh. I was saying. I was looking for Hughes. I messed that pass up. Big save there by Jarvinen. 26 seconds left. Finally got the third overtime unit out there. Rossi and Pacioretty. That wouldn't be a bad combo either. Oh, Pacioretty just missed it. Good thing now is, I mean, Pacioretty's not going to be as good as he used to be. He's like, what, 36, 34? But I have a lot of offensive talent now. Goal scoring should definitely not be an issue for the Islanders anymore. Our defense is starting to... I mean, it's still a work in progress. It's still getting there. We're still growing. But offensively, we should be right there with any other team. Malkin goes first for Pittsburgh. Oh, tried to go far side with the one-handed Forsberg, but Jarvinen holds the post. Not that time. Matt Barzal, the captain's going to go first for the Islanders. Tried to stay short side, but Murray read me the entire way. Sidney Crosby goes number 2. Oh, the Datsuk, and it works. The little pullback, light flip, far side. Oh, Jarvinen almost had it too. Jack Hughes, second shooter for New York. Oh, baby. You got what I need. Jack Hughes, backhander. Like to see him do that in the regular season. Daniel Sprong comes in with speed, far side, gets the blocker, or the glove save rather, for Jarvinen. Ethan Loynes, one of the best goal scorers in the league right now. Oh, tries to go 5-hole. Matt Murray shuts the door. PK Subban he's with the Pittsburgh Penguins now. Oh my God. Do a little dance, make a little love. Score, shootout, goal. Oh my God, backhand. Made Jarvinen look silly. Hosang has to score to keep it alive. And can't do it. And that is the final preseason game for the beginning of year number 6 here with your Islanders team. So, with that in the books, all we're going to do is just simulate a day here. Advance a day. And let's see if we have anyone else uncovered. No one else on the forward core. No one else in the back end. Jarvinen. Don't have him fully scouted either. So I'll do all the lines and everything off camera and get them ready for the beginning of the season for the next episode. But I think, just gonna look at best lines here. It's probably gonna look something like this. Still gonna have Josh Bailey on the first line. He's still a really good defensive player. He's kept that first line stable his entire time here. So probably going to look at Bailey, Barzal, Loynes still as your first line. I want to try Dalcall up on the left wing there. with Hughes and Hosang, most likely. Sinisian, Marco Rossi, and Max Pacioretty there for your third line, and Koivula, Olsen, and this will probably be Oab Kubel to start the year. And then your top four is going to look like this. Hughes with Dobson, Moore with Pulak. I'd like to have Grossman in there. We also got to find a way to put Peyton Krebs in there. So, you know, maybe Ob Kubel ends up just being, you know, another, you know, a healthy scratch, and you know, we move, you know, maybe something like this. We put Pacioretty there on the fourth line, and Krebs next to Rossi and Sinisian. We put Krebs up here with Hughes. You know, we have a lot of options. We have a lot of offensive options, which is nice. I haven't had that quite yet in this franchise mode. So defensively, you know, we're still putting some pieces together. We're still very young. I mean, if we're looking at this right now, I mean, Weatherspoon's played well, but you know, we have a few games before we decide that we want to send Cale Grossman back to the SHL. You know, he could still play another year in the SHL. Or is he playing the Yeah, he's playing the SHL, I believe. Yeah. You know, we can get him another year in the SHL and continue to develop. He's only 18 years old. I think by next year he's going to be bona fide top 4 defenseman. But to start the year, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to, because I don't have Jarvinen fully scouted yet. I know Allen's a starting goaltender. And once we get a little into the season where everyone's uncovered, then we'll kind of make decisions on the goaltending situation. But I don't want to do anything. I don't want to put Jarvinen in the starting position until I know for sure what his overall is and, you know, what his role is and everything. So, but yeah, that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, I'll do all the lines, all the power play and penalty kill and the AHL lines off camera, and we'll get ready to go for the start of the season. Let's just take a look at the draft class, see what's going. Another Loins. Mike Loins is currently the consensus #1 guy. No relation, as he is in the NLA league, and he's Swiss, so no relation to our Ethan Loins. But so a couple of forwards here up in the top as of right now. Defensemen, couple of centers. So the last couple of years have kind of been all over the place. There was one year that was a lot of defensive heavy, but this year looks like it's back to very forward heavy. A couple of nice centers there, maybe some right wingers and down there further. So, but yeah, we do have an extra first-round pick once again this year. So we'll just have to find out what happens on the next one. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.